In the next few minutes, I want to show you what it actually feels like to work in the PlaniFi Cockpit. This is not a generic dashboard. It is a hands-on control layer for SAP Datasphere teams that need answers before they make changes. We will move through the daily admin flow, trace lineage, validate impact, enforce governance, update metadata in bulk, and monitor operational schedules, all with the business outcome in mind. A typical admin workflow starts with a question. Maybe a business user is asking where a KPI is coming from, or maybe you need to understand a model before changing it. In the cockpit, you select the focal entity and immediately see the dependency graph. Then you can drill into a calculated column and inspect exactly which source columns and expressions fed it. That shortens root cause analysis and gives the team a common picture before work begins. Once the team understands the landscape, the next question is what a change will break. The impact analysis view lists every affected asset before anything is deployed. That is important because it lets the admin communicate risk early and avoid downstream surprises. From there, the same workflow moves into transport generation. Instead of manually hunting for dependencies, the cockpit assembles the chain for you, so promotion across spaces or tenants is more likely to work the first time. This is where the cockpit moves from visibility into governance. You can define naming rules, validate the actual landscape against those rules, and quickly identify where standards are breaking down. On the label side, you can compare assets and push consistent business labels instead of fixing them one by one. For technical SAP teams, that means governance becomes operational. For the business, it means more trusted models, clearer semantics, and fewer reporting inconsistencies over time. Metadata is one of those jobs that everyone knows is important and no one wants to do manually. In the cockpit, admins can select the relevant assets, download the metadata to a structured Excel format, update labels and business semantics offline, and then upload the changes back in one pass. This saves a huge amount of repetitive effort, especially in larger tenants. It also keeps ownership, purpose, and naming aligned as the organization changes. Operationally, this is one of the most practical screens in the product. Instead of checking separate flow and schedule views, the admin can see activity in a single calendar across day, week, and month horizons. That makes it easier to spot overlaps, resource contention, or patterns that explain intermittent failures. The business value here is less firefighting. When the processing schedule is visible, the team can make cleaner changes and spend more time delivering reliable data products. If you step back, the value story is straightforward. The PlaniFi Cockpit for SAP Business Data Cloud gives SAP Datasphere teams better visibility, better control, and less manual work. That leads to faster analysis, safer change management, and stronger trust in the data products the business depends on. The best proof point is to point the cockpit at your own tenant, because that is where the team can immediately see the lineage, governance gaps, and operational friction that matter most.